And then somehow I ended up at Michael's. I don't know how I ended up at Michael's, but here I am. Hi there, Michelle here, also known as Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just trying to do a vlog. So I didn't shoot an intro because I didn't know I was going to do a vlog, and then a few days ago I started doing the vlog. Don't know why I didn't shoot an intro, but I didn't. So here's the intro, and then I'm just going to cut back to, I think it was last Wednesday or last Thursday when I started the vlog, and then eventually we'll come back here on Sunday and continue. So I know that I did shoot in my car, me explaining that I'm at my storage unit. Don't know where that footage is, so here's my storage unit. It is a mess because when I moved, I just kind of moved everything in here and didn't really organize it. I think I need to get some like tall shelves or something to put in the storage unit to like organize things better, but it's just a bunch of clothes that I don't need right now, like out of season, I guess. There's some stuff in there that I need to donate. There's some old magazines, my drum set's in the back. I got all my vintage coats here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, and I know I need to like organize it. It's just, when I moved, it was stressful and there was stuff going on, so I didn't really make an effort of trying to organize it. But eventually, if you want to see me do a video of me cleaning this thing up, let me know. So I did pick up this bag. It has some more summery spring clothes in it. And then there's a few other things like that pink top, and maybe this one here I might sell on my Poshmark. Gonna go through that when I get home. After my storage unit, I made my way over to Fabricland. If you watched the last video of me upcycling a knit sweater into a cardigan, this is where I bought the ribbon stuff that I used to actually achieve that. They had so many options, but I was looking for an off-white, and for some reason it was taking me longer than I thought to find it, because there was one size that I really liked that was thicker that I feel would have worked better, but they only had it in a white and I didn't need it in a white. I needed it in an off-white. I was looking around, perusing, trying to find something. Like, this is the size. This is the size that I wanted, but it was just way too white. And then this is the one that I ended up picking out because that's the color I wanted. I just wish it came in a bigger size. They also had some new floral fabrics, so I had to check it out. These were so cute, although they were, you know, pricey because it's Fabricland and I don't really have any projects for them right now, but I needed to look at them. While in there, I did notice that they had a sale on all of their patterns. This one was super cute, but it was Vogue, and their Vogue patterns on sale go for $6, which I just didn't really want to pay the price for. All right, so I just got out of Fabricland, and I bought this for a project that I'm working on today. That video should already be out. Hopefully, it went smoothly. And then I noticed that they had a bunch of patterns on sale, but I don't want to like overbuy patterns because when I have so many patterns at home that I keep thrifting, and I thrift like the really cute vintage ones, so I don't really need any of the new ones. And a bunch of the patterns that were in there, I just kind of figure out how to make it with the patterns that I already own. In the end, I only ended up picking up one pattern, and that was this guy here. Yes, it is very much like the other ones that I have made, the little ruffles and layers. The difference between this one is that there's a collar and then that there's actual buttons, and I've never put buttons on a garment. I should try. I should do it. I should put buttons on a garment. I don't know, and I haven't done it because I'm terrified of messing it up. But you know what? The pattern was on sale for I think $3. I ended up spending like $3 in there because I had my Fabricland card, so I got a discount on this, and I might have gotten a discount on this. I just really like the idea of putting buttons on something, even though I'm also kind of terrified. So I'm like, you know what? I'll buy a pattern that has buttons on it, test it out, and see what happens. So hopefully I will do this video in the near future. I don't know. There's a lot of other projects going on in my head that I want to get done. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go home now, work on the project. The whole reason why I came to Fabricland was to get the supplies for the project, and then that will be its own video. You'll see where the week goes and what I do next. The rest of the day, I was just working on this project, and I will link this video if you are interested in watching it more in depth and seeing how it turned out. Okay, and we are back on Sunday now. I didn't think I was gonna do a vlog today. I was actually just gonna go for like a nice little drive today, you know, get myself my nice cap. And then somehow I ended up at Michael's. I don't know how I ended up at Michael's, but here I am. Well, I mean, I know how I ended up at Michael's, but I wasn't planning on going to Michael's today. The reason why I'm here is, remember that loon figurine that had the chain on it that I thought was a plant holder, and then someone pointed out that it's probably a bird feeder, which makes so much more sense. So much more sense. Well, the chain is rusted, and I was gonna go to a hardware store, but I just don't, like, I like going into hardware stores, but then I'd have to ask someone to help me because the chain that they sell is like on a roll, and then you have to ask someone to cut it. And then I'm like, oh, what if I go to Fabricland? And then I realized Fabricland on Sunday does not open until 11 o'clock, and it is 10:30. So here I am at Michael's. Let me just stop talking and go into Michael's. When I was looking online, I was kind of looking at these chains here. Now these are the gold ones, and I didn't see the copper ones that I originally wanted, but also they wanted like $15 for that much chain, and I don't need that much chain. Looked around to see if the copper one was even there, and then I was thinking maybe this was the copper one, but it did say gold on it, so definitely not the one I needed. And then I found these chains here, which just came in a pack, and I think it was like 36 inches. And I wasn't too sure if I wanted to buy 1 pack or 2 packs. I don't know, I just wasn't too sure. I originally thought I was gonna get the 2. They were, what was it? I think they were like $4.99 each or $5.99 each. They were a little pricey, like they weren't cheap, but I didn't want to buy the second one and not need it. So in the end, I did just pick the 1. This is the bird in question, and as you can see, the chain is like really rusted. Now, the only thing I didn't see at Michael's is this little piece here that like connects the chain to that. And to be honest, I don't even know if I need it because this is the chain that I got. And because of how big the little links are, I don't know if I need. But yeah, I think I'm gonna clean the little hooks up, but I am gonna be getting rid of like all of this. And then I am gonna wash this little bird out. All right, so I cleaned them up as best as I can clean it up for right now. Now I'm gonna add the chain. So what I ended up doing was I did cut the chain into 3 pieces. The hooks, they're just too far gone. And then what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna unclamp this. Will it fit through? Let's see. There, okay. All right, so I got 1 chain attached, and now I just have to do the same thing for the other 2, I guess. All right, so what I am gonna do is I'm actually gonna use the hook that came from the old stuff, because I didn't buy a hook. I should have probably bought a hook, but that's fine. I'll find a hook eventually. So I just hung them here where my other plant is. I still have not bought trim for that yet. That's something I will eventually do. But I mean, he looks pretty cute hung up there. Put like a little fake plant in there, like literally it's just a fake plant in this cute little pot that I have, just to show you what I want it to look like. Okay, so it is Tuesday now. I'm still doing the vlog. I'm still doing it. My sister wanted to go shopping today. She wanted to look for a pair of new shoes, so we came to the Mapleview Mall in Burlington. I used to come here all the time. Like, this used to be the mall that I went to mainly because it's the only one that had a Hot Topic in it. That was back in 2012. Yeah. Also, I still have the clothes in the back that I took from the storage unit last week. I just forgot to take them out. Eventually I will, but I haven't yet. It's a really nice sunny day. As you can see, like, my camera is very overexposed right now because how bright it is outside. She's still in the mall. I came back because, I don't know, I'm not really big into malls anymore. I used to love them, and now I'm just like, everything's super expensive, and either I can find it thrifting or I can make it. Since IKEA was across the street, we decided to head over. The yarn? For yarn. But I kind of want like a wire basket. I thought they were beans. What are they? Tomato sauce. Hey, I do like those wire baskets, but I don't want for that much. No. Look, it's a little mini table. Just so mini. Look at those. Those are like something we would have in the 90s. I paid like, they were like $30 10 years ago. Look at all these beads. Remember when I was into perler beads?
Dinosaurs.
I have that one, have I?
What?
I have this one. But it's orange on the inside, and I need to repaint it so it looks like the Death Star. Because then when you open it up...
Is it paper?
No, it's this. It's exactly this. I found it at a thrift store. I did need a new rolling rack, so I picked that up. And then we headed over to Value Village. There was these really cute little ducks, but unfortunately they were $4 each and I couldn't just buy one and, you know, separate them. Then I did check out the fabrics, but unfortunately there just wasn't anything that like caught my eye. So I did end up going to a thrift store. It was super busy and I didn't realize that it was senior day because it's Tuesday and I never go to Value Villages on Tuesday because of it. And the store was just, there was just so many people in the store that I wanted to leave. Like I walked in and then I just heard everyone talking and there's so many people that I'm like, I just need to get out of this store right now. If you're new to my channel, like sewing, crafting, but mainly thrifting, why not subscribe? You can also follow me on my Instagram, which is the same, Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party. I think that is it. So y'all have a good day now.